You ever had that feeling like you're ready to move forward, you're ready to grow, ready to start renting and actually build something for yourself? But then that question pops up. How much money do I really need to buy a house? I mean, not the fantasy version where you just walk into the dream home and magically get handed the keys, but the real life version. The version with numbers, decisions, planning, and a little bit of hustle. Look, I'm not here to sell you a dream. I'm here to help you walk into it with your eyes wide open. And this might sound crazy, but I help folks buy homes with way less money than they thought they needed. And I've seen folks think that they were ready, big savings, nice cars, good jobs, but still get stuck. So today, we're gonna break it all the way down. If you've ever asked yourself, how much money do I need to buy a house? Whether you're in Winston-Salem like me, or anywhere else in the country, this video is for you. My name is Keon Scholas with Real Broker LLC, and I live here, I work here, I help people buy homes right here in the Triad. I'm not here just to sell you a dream. I'm here to give you the full picture so you can make the right decision for you and your family. Whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 9 months, feel free to reach out. And if you've got questions while you're watching, don't wait. Call or text me anytime. I'm serious. My number is right in the description box below, and I'm easy to reach. Let's start right here. Most people think that they need 20% down just to get in the game. That's the old school way. And yeah, 20% would definitely help you avoid private mortgage insurance, but it's not a requirement. Truth is, a lot of people, especially first-time home buyers, are getting into homes with 3 to 5% down. And if you qualify for something like the FHA loan, you can be looking at just 3.5%. And if you're a veteran or buying in a rural area, man, you might be looking at 0% through a VA loan or USDA loan. Now let's be clear, 0% doesn't mean $0 to buy a house, because you still got closing fees, inspection fees, earnest money, maybe an appraisal up front, and some reserves that the lender might want to see. So even if you're not bringing a huge down payment, you still got to be prepared. Let's say you're trying to buy a $250,000 house here in Winston-Salem. With 3.5% down, that's about $8,750. Then you might have another $6,000 to $8,000 in closing costs. That's things like the attorney fees, title insurance, taxes, lender fees, and maybe some prepaid interest and insurance. All of a sudden, you're looking at around $14,000 to $17,000 total. Now again, that's just a ballpark. Every deal is different. But here's something I need you to know. You don't always have to pay for all of that yourself. This is where strategy comes in. Maybe the seller is willing to help you with some of those closing costs. Maybe you qualify for a grant or a local down payment assistance program. There are so many resources, especially in North Carolina, and especially if you're a first-time home buyer. And in Winston-Salem, we have some specific programs that can drop your out-of-pocket significantly. So don't write yourself off just because your bank account doesn't have 6 figures in it. I've worked with teachers, single parents, students just out of school, all kinds of people who thought that they couldn't afford a house. And now, they're walking into one with their name on the deed. And let me throw this in too. The money you need just isn't about the purchase. You gotta plan for after you move in as well. Do you have an emergency fund? Can you handle a higher utility bill one month? Is your furniture situation solid? These aren't deal breakers, but they're a part of the bigger picture. A house is a blessing, but it can stretch you if you don't plan for it. Now here's a little insider tip. Sometimes the timing of your purchase makes all the difference. If you close later in the month, your prepaid interest is lower. If you buy during a slower season, sellers may be willing to negotiate a little. These little details, they can shave off hundreds, sometimes thousands. Everything you knew about buying a house might just be wrong. Because most of us, we learn from folks who bought 15 to 20 years ago. But the market right now, totally different game. You can't play 2025 real estate with 2005 rules. That's why having someone in your corner who actually knows the local market and actually cares is so important. And if you're in Winston-Salem, Greensboro, Kernersville, or anywhere else in the Triad, I'm your guy. Call or text me anytime. Let's look at real numbers, your timeline, and what's possible for you. No pressure, no gimmicks. Just honest conversations and real options. Now, if you're watching this and you're feeling like, okay, Keon, this is making sense, but how do I actually get started? Here's what I always tell folks. First, talk to a lender. Not just any lender, one who is going to educate you and not just run your credit and throw some numbers at you. I've got folks right here in the Triad that I'll be happy to connect you with. Second is to know your numbers. Pull your bank statements and look at what's coming in versus what's going out. See what you can feel comfortable setting aside for your future home. Now that clarity is going to give you all the confidence that you need. And third, hit me up. Schedule a call with me. My contact information is in the description box. We can put together a game plan even if you're 6 months to a year out. Buying a house doesn't start with a contract. It starts with a conversation. Oh, and let me break this down real quick and give you an example because it trips people up. Let's say that someone buys a house for $250,000 with 3.5% down. Now again, that's $8,750. They get the seller to cover $5,000 of their $7,500 in closing costs. Now, only thing you need is $11,250 to bring to the table. Now that's still real money, but it's a whole lot less than the $50,000 that you thought you needed. Now here's the wild part. Some of that money doesn't even have to come from your savings. You can use gift funds from a family member. You can pull from a 401k in certain situations. You can combine multiple sources. The key is planning it the right way. And hey, let's talk Winston-Salem for a second. This city is still one of the most affordable metro areas in the whole state. But that's changing though. Prices are creeping up, interest rates are bouncing, and if you're still on the fence, this is the time to start having real conversations about getting into this market while it's still manageable. No matter what area you're looking, opportunities are still here, but they won't be here forever. And I don't say that to scare you. I say that to inspire you, to remind you that waiting for perfect often means watching opportunities pass you by. You don't have to have everything figured out right now. You just have to take the next step. So if you've been watching this and thinking, okay, I need to get serious, then let's talk. Schedule a call with me. Doesn't matter if you're just curious or you're ready to buy tomorrow. I got you. We'll look at your situation, connect you to the right people, and take the guesswork out of the process. And before we wrap this up, let me just say this. Buying a home is not just about the money. It's about the why. Why do you want a home? Is this to build generational wealth? To have your own space? To give your kids stability? When you stay clear on that, the money part becomes a strategy, not a barrier. So yeah, maybe you thought you needed 30 to 50K to buy a house. But the truth is, depending on your loan, your location, and your planning, you might need way less. Or you might need more than you thought. Either way, knowledge is power. And now you've got it. And if this video has helped you even a little bit, tap that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Because I'm going to keep showing up with content that helps people just like you become confident, educated homeowners. I've got more deep dives coming, whether you're buying, selling, or just learning. And make sure you watch this video as it will help with your home search. And when you're ready to make that move, just remember, Keon has the keys. I'll see you in the next one.